Stealth's the armor that tells the world that you're not to be fucked with. Even while you're bleeding on the inside, what others see is a man with strength, confidence, and poise. And people close to you, they want you to win. Your kids, your friends, your family, they don't need to see a man that's crumbled. They need to see a man who stood tall while his world was burning. You do that and you'll never be remembered as a man who lost his wife, but as a man who found his life. A man who took that loss and turned it into triumph. You're a man of few words, so let your presence be your message. This is your line in the sand, because when you look like you got it all figured out, when you show up with presence, it doesn't just earn respect. It reassures people who matter that you're still leading, still strong, and still standing. Think of Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders, because despite the PTSD, the betrayal, the constant threats closing in on him, he always looked like he had his shit together. It didn't matter if he was bleeding inside, drowning in chaos. To the world, he projected control, order, and dominance. His presence was his leverage, and that's why people followed him. That poise, that reserved confidence. That's what I want you to take from this video. The style isn't just about the clothing you're wearing. It's your signal to the world and the people that are closest to you that you're relevant, you're rebuilding, and your ex, she just underestimated you. The future's already here. You can keep drowning in the mindfucks and self-loathing, but that's unproductive, and this is your pay-to-play moment. The line where you stop bleeding and you start rebuilding, where your defeat ends and reinvention begins. And it starts with how you carry yourself, because your appearance isn't decoration, it's a declaration. Every choice from here on out is momentum towards a stronger body, a sharper mind, and a life that proves that you stared defeat in the face and then you laughed. To be authentic, I gotta keep this real. As your coach, I will never be your yes man or feed you lines of sympathy, and whoever does isn't doing you any favors. Imagine Phil Jackson feeding Jordan a sympathy rather than technique. Sympathy doesn't improve confidence. You tell others your problems, you get sympathy, you feel better 5 minutes later, and you're back to square one. Sympathy keeps you stuck in the status quo. People think sympathy helps performance, but that's a complete miss, because data shows that it does the opposite. It decreases performance, because when you get sympathy, you relax and you let off the gas. Your brain, it interprets it as relief, not fuel. And the second that you let up, you stop pushing yourself. You stop growing. Sympathy's Novocaine. It numbs you up. It doesn't move you. Sympathy is why you keep binge watching YouTube videos about her extreme narcissism, about how she hurt you, about how you're her victim. That's not empowerment. That's self-sabotage dressed up as therapy. And that shit gets old real quick, because nothing changes. And I'm here to challenge you. I'm here to give you an inconvenient dose of reality. And right now, your reality is looking at you square in the face, and it's telling you that you need to get your shit together. To change your attitude, because that may not be in your DNA, but effort sure better fucking be. And you need to be honest with yourself, because chances are that you're not dressing like a man who needs to be taken serious. You're not even dressing like a man who's asking for help. You're dressing like someone who just doesn't give a shit, only to complain to others that no one cares. And frankly, you're right. No one does give a shit. Why should they unless you're trying? That's not selfish, that's human. People respond to effort. And right now, your appearance is telling us that you've checked out. And I'm not here to hand out pity or cliches. This is the only channel that's going to give you real solutions instead of feeding you anger or despair. You're here because you want empowerment. You want to feel good about the man you're becoming over the man that you used to be better. And presentation is going to be where it begins, because how you show up is how the world's going to treat you. Because style isn't just clothing, it's development, it's communication, it's a message that you're sending to yourself and to the world that you're building something sharper, cleaner, and stronger than before. Gentlemen, I've never been big on asking for your subscription, because I don't see the value that you get when you do subscribe. So to me, it comes across as self-serving. But that's the past, and things are about to fucking change, because now this is how you're going to benefit from subscribing. See, I occasionally run live results-driven webinars. They're designed to have your ass move forward, and I don't fuck around with them. These aren't live videos where you just listen. No, these are webinars, so you actually participate in. By subscribing or checking my community posts, you make sure that your ass doesn't fuck up and miss one of them. I've got a few live webinars coming in the near future, and if you're serious about your reinvention, and I mean really serious, you want in. Simple. So subscribe, drop a comment saying that you're interested, join our community tab, and join our Facebook group if you're ready to level up. Guys, your style, it tells a story, but what you do with it matters. So stay tuned, because in the next video, we're taking this style conversation straight into the next chapter of your life. That shit that your ex left you starving for. Sex. We're going to pivot into what most men swear doesn't work, complaints full of bots, and where a third of you quit even before you land a single date, online dating. I'm going to show you the sharp, seductive approach that's incredibly easy to actually have a sex life. Because it's time to land Susie in your arms rather than Rosie in your palms. Time to have more pussy than that cat lady down the block. Because while you sharpen your style for your development, you can't ignore the fact that it also fuels your desire. Both matter. Both are power. And I'm going to show you how to own them. In a poll I did, nearly 80% of men said that they felt better about themselves when they were dressed up. In another study, 85% of women think that well-dressed men, that they're sexier than a man with money, and 91% said that dressing well, it's a complete turn on. Actually, they didn't say turn on, they said attraction. Men who show up sharp, they're not just seen as more powerful, they're seen as more successful. And multiple studies, they indicate that attractive or well-presented men, that they're more likely to be hired, promoted, and offered higher salaries, sometimes as much as 11% more than an equally qualified individual. So if you want to be taken seriously, if you want to feel like you got it together, start dressing like you do. You do that, and your mind's going to follow. I've worked with hundreds of divorced men to get their shit together and to thrive after divorce. Now's your turn to stop waiting, to stop watching, and to start executing with your comeback. Hit the link in the comment section and book your consult. Let's get you moving today, and not 6 months from now, but today. You probably noticed that I changed clothes to this video, and that wasn't random. It's intentional. I tend to do that a lot on my videos to give you some style ideas. This checkered shirt, vest, and tailored pants, they send a different signal. The first look was sharp, authoritative, almost like I was walking into a negotiation where I wanted zero doubt about who the fuck was in charge. This look, however, is completely different. It's more approachable, relaxed, and it tells people that you care about how you look, but it also says that you're doing it for yourself rather than for someone else. It's the kind of look that says, I got my shit together, but I'm still down to earth. And that's important because style isn't one-dimensional. It's not just about dominance. It's about showing range. A man who knows exactly who the fuck he is. And yeah, I'm well aware that when I curse in this outfit, it sends a different message than when I cursed in the other one. Most guys think that fashion is superficial and vain, and to be fair, the fashion industry, it did this to themselves. Those snobbish little bastards made men hate it. It's been hijacked by Euro trash, fake accent runaway clowns, pushing trends that make you look like you lost a fucking bet. That's fashion, but style. Style's different. Style's like your personality. Everyone's got one. It's just that some guys project it louder, sharper, and stronger than others. Style's personal development. It's a weapon. It's communication 2.0 because it's how you tell others not to fuck with you. It's sending a message. It's why the military has uniforms, why Hardy guys wear leather and patches. You see these guys coming and you know exactly what they're about without them having to say a word. Style's basically your flag. So ask yourself, what flag are you flying? Do you want to be seen as approachable, open-minded, powerful, dangerous? Whatever you wear, it adds to your story. Ask yourself how much thought you put behind the outfit that you're wearing right now. What message are you sending to yourself, to the world? And I guess that's my job today. To become your wake-up call and to show you that the shit that you're wearing is part of a bigger picture of how the world sees you. Are you telling the world that you're settling for comfort over power, or are you telling the world that you're so powerful that dressing sharp is your comfort zone? Because style's power.